Hi, my name is Cynthia, and I am with the USDA ARS Children's Nutrition Research Center at Baylor College of Medicine. Thank you for enrolling in our study. As part of the study, you will measure your child's height and weight several times. In this video, we will show you how to perform these measurements using the equipment we sent you. Before you begin measuring your child, find a wall or a door above a flat floor to perform these measurements. Be sure the floor does not have rugs or carpet. Be sure your child is wearing lightweight clothing, no jeans, jackets, or sweaters, and no shoes. Remove anything from their hair that may interfere in the height measurements, such as barrettes, clips, or ponytail holders. You will need the measurement form, height chart, scale, ruler, and the marker we sent you. You will also need tape to attach the height chart to a wall or door, and a pen to write down the measurements. After you find a good location to take the height measurements, ask someone to help you hang the height chart. Before you begin, it is important to understand that regardless of whether the wall or door is flat or has molding, the zero at the bottom of the height chart must touch the floor. Now, start by unrolling the height chart to at least the 60-inch line. Next, put a piece of tape across the chart at the 1-inch line. Now tape the height chart to a wall or door so that the zero at the bottom touches the floor. Next, step back to make sure the chart is straight. If it is not, adjust it until it is straight. When you are sure that it is straight, ask the person helping you to hold it in place. Now, starting at the bottom, smooth it with your fingers up to the 12-inch line and tape it securely. Repeat this step every 12 inches until you reach the top of the chart. Now that you have the height chart in place, let's discuss how to read it. You will measure your child's height in inches. Inches are on the left side of the chart. There are 3 shorter lines in between the inch marks. Each line is 0.25 inches. In this example, the first line is 52.25 inches. The next line, 52.50 inches. And the next line, 52.75 inches. To measure your child's height, it is important to position your child correctly. First, ask your child to stand with their back against the height chart. Make sure they're looking straight ahead with their shoulders level and their arms straight at their sides. Next, check that their upper back and their buttocks are touching the chart. It is okay if the lower back does not touch. Finally, make sure that their legs are straight, their feet are flat and together, and their heels are touching the chart. Now that you've positioned your child correctly, you're ready to measure their height. First, stand to the side of your child and place the ruler firmly on top of their head and against the height chart. Your eyes should be at the same height as the ruler to make sure it is level. When the ruler is level and touching the top of your child's head, use the marker to draw a small line where the ruler touches the chart. Mark their height in the center of the chart for easier reading. Now, ask your child to step away from the chart. To read your child's height, find the mark you just made on the chart. Choose the line closest to your mark. This is your child's height. For example, if your mark was closest to the first line after 52 inches, then you would write 52.25 on the form. If your mark is centered between 2 lines, always use the line above for your number. As in this example, you would write 53.00 on the form. This is your child's first height measurement. Write that number on the first line of the measurement form. Repeat each step 2 more times and write their second and third height measurements on the form. Now it's time to measure your child's weight. First, turn the scale over and make sure it's set to pounds. Place the scale on the floor and make sure it does not wobble. Remember, the floor should not have rugs or carpet. Now ask your child to tap the lower right corner of the scale 2 times with their toe. When you see the 0.0 display, ask them to step onto the scale. Both feet should be centered and facing forward. Make sure they are standing still, arms at their side, and they are looking straight ahead. Have your measurement form and pen ready. When the numbers on the scale stop changing, write those exact numbers on the first line of the measurement form. This is your child's first weight measurement. Now, ask your child to step off the scale. To get the second and third measurements, repeat these steps and write their weights on the measurement form. Keep in mind, the numbers on the scale will disappear in less than 10 seconds after they stop flashing. If you're unable to record the weight before it disappears, repeat the steps to get a weight measurement. When you finish taking your child's measurements, remember these important points. Seal the height chart and the scale in the same plastic bag they came in. Then store them in a safe and dry place. Do not let your children play with the scale, and do not set anything on top of it. Each time we ask you to take your child's measurements, use the same height chart and scale. Finally, have the completed measurement form with you when you take the online survey. If you have any questions or need any help, please contact your research team. Thank you.